Good morning, everyone. Today I'm making bento for my daughter and my wife. Um, Usually I just cook plain rice, but today I'm gonna make a mixed rice with a Hijiki seaweed. Mixed rice, we call it Takikomi Gohan. We have many different types of Takikomi Gohan in Japan, and today I'm gonna use this seaweed. First, I'm gonna cut carrot, cut into slice, and cut them again into sticks. I'm going to add Dashi stock powder, which is made of different types of dried fish and kelp and dried bonito flakes. And this is additive free. Also, I'm going to add rice wine, which is nihonshu, or you call it sake. And also add sweet rice wine, which we call it home mirin. And finally, I add light color soy sauce, which is usukuchi shoyu. You could use dark soy sauce, but I don't want to put too much color to it. So I use the light soy sauce. So this is the Hijiki seaweed. Maybe this is something that you have never seen before. Looks weird, but tastes good. So Hijiki seaweed, we get it like this at the seaside and dry them out. And it becomes like this. Looks like tea leaves. In season, from February to May, we can get it fresh. But off season, we get dried one. We just soak them in the water and wash them, and we can use it. So I add it to the rice and also add the carrot, and I put into a rice maker. Now I'm going to prepare daikon leaves with the tuna. This is young daikon leaves. We call it daikon no ha. I'm just gonna cut them into small pieces. And I'm gonna stir fry them with the tuna. I'm gonna add light sesame oil. We call it goma abura. I could use dark sesame oil, but I think the flavor is too strong for this dish. So this is a canned yellowfin tuna packed in a vegetable soup. I drain the soup a little bit and add the tuna into a frying pan and stir fry them until they become a little bit dry. And I add this daikon leaves. I add toasted sesame seeds, which we call it irigoma. Stir fry them for a few minutes, and I'm gonna add the rice wine, which is nihonshu or sake. Also add sweet rice wine, which is home mirin, and brown sugar, which is soseto. And just mix well. And for the final touch, I'm gonna add light color soy sauce, which is usukuchi shoyu. And mix well and done. Now I'm going to prepare a fish cake with tofu. First, I'm going to cut some vegetables. This is baby green bell peppers. We call it kodomo piiman, which is not spicy. Just cut in half and cut them into small pieces. This is a baby lotus roots. We call it renkon. I soak them in water to avoid its color to change to brown. And I just cut some carrots as well. These white onions, we call it tamanegi. And these are the vegetables that I'm going to use. I'm going to beat eggs. And I use it for fish cake, and also I'm going to use it for tamagoyaki, sweet egg omelet, later. And this is tofu. We have hard one and soft one, but this is hard tofu. I found this tofu at the supermarket the other day, and this is very interesting because the water is already drained from tofu. So it's very, very hard. But this is very useful because otherwise I need to put something heavy on tofu to drain the water. This is Japanese leek, which we call it naganegi. I cut them into small pieces. I will add them into fish cake. This is ginger. We call it shoga. I just grate them a little bit. And the fish I'm going to use today is a wild Red Sea Bream. We call it tennen madai. I'm going to cut them into small cubes. And you can use different fish for this, but I think white fish is better. You can use like shrimp, squid also. I add the fish into leeks and ginger. I add some salt, mix a little bit, and add this hard tofu. And I'm gonna add a little bit of beaten egg and mix again. And add this potato starch, which is katakuriko. Without katakuriko, I think it becomes too soft to handle. So put some potato starch. When you cook it, it becomes hard when you mix with potato starch. I'm going to stir fry all the vegetables that I cut, except for baby green bell peppers. Add some salt, which is shio. And then this is done. I'm gonna stir fry the fish cake, add some sesame oil, and I'm gonna make a little ball. And this is still very soft, but because there's starch in it, it will become a little bit harder as I cook. I'm gonna add baby bell peppers that I didn't cook before because these cooks much quicker than other vegetables. So fish cake is ready. Add some salt, shio, and the fish cake and the vegetables are cooked. Now I'm going to prepare the sauce for fish cake. This is just the water. We call it mizu. And add some rice wine, which is nihonshu or sake. And add sweet rice wine, which is honmirin. And add the brown sugar, which is soseto. And this is a dark condensed dashi. We call it mentsuyu. And this is a potato starch, katakuriko. I added some water. I'm gonna put back all the fish cake and the vegetables into the sauce. So the rice is done, nice and fluffy. Mix well. And this is done. Fish cake is ready, but this is still watery. So I'm gonna add potato starch to make sauce like starchy and thick. you will see that all the sauce will disappear. And this is done. Now I'm going to prepare now a sweet egg omelette with a beaten egg that I prepared before. I add some brown sugar and milk. I'm using a rice oil for this. We call it kome abura. I add egg and cook quickly. Just roll over. And add the egg mixture again. And this is done. Inside is still raw, so I just put the lid on it and steam a little bit. And this is done. I put them on kitchen paper and roll it to take out any moisture. After cooling them down, I'm gonna cut them into slice. And this is done. Now I'm going to put everything into a bento box. First, add the rice. I add sweet egg omelet, which is tamagoyaki, and add fish cake with vegetables. So I usually try to put 3 colors into bento to make it colorful. Red and green and yellow. So today's red for carrots, green for daikon leaves, and yellow for eggs. Okay, this is done. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy my video. And maybe some of the dish that you can try. And if you have any question, please let me know. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye-bye.